One. All right, everybody, welcome to another Superhouse Live. This is Double Dose in one day as of the time of this recording. This is Andrew, and I'm once again joined by our senior retro gaming correspondent, Jared X.
What's up, guys?
And Joey.
What up?
Maddie.
Oh, hi.
And Wolf Latavius.
Do you guys think I could play the next Wolverine?
Yeah.
Logan 2. Back from the dead.
I fucking think so.
Okay, so take it away, Jared.
I got a list of puzzle games for you guys, which is interesting because I didn't even really like puzzle games for like a long time, and then I kind of like got into them. And now I have a new game to drive me fucking insane with rage.
A new genre?
Yeah, a new genre. The first one I'm going to talk about is like the reason why I really like it is because it's like it feels like it's like a platform puzzler almost, like, or an action puzzler is like one way there's a couple more of those on this list, but is one way I would describe this. It's not super like obscure, but maybe a lot of people kind of like overlooked it. It's Wario's Woods.
Ooh,
which came out on the Famicom and the Super Famicom. And essentially it's like you're like Toad and you've got these like colored bombs falling down and there's all these Dr. Mario type monsters that you have to like match the bombs up with to like destroy. And then there's like certain ones can only be, hit diagonally and certain ones can only, you have to hit them twice. So it's like it gets really frantic and Wario's trying to fuck you over the whole time in the Famicom one. But then in like the Super Famicom, I do have a visitor. In the Super Famicom version, though,
hey,
welcome. Real quick, Jared. So you said for Famicom and Super Famicom, is that on Nintendo and Super Nintendo as well?
Yeah. Super Nintendo and Nintendo as well. It got a worldwide release, and it's kind of like it gets really like frantic and really hectic. And on the Super Nintendo version, they added like a verse mode type thing. So it's like the one player mode, you're like versing the computer the whole time. And it's like, kind of like a lot harder. And if you don't go fast enough, they'll like fuck you over and put a bunch of shit on your side that kind of like makes it difficult for you to like, keep your shit together without like dying. So it's like similar to like, games like Tetris Attack or Tetris Versus or like any kind of verse puzzle game, but it's just a great time because of the platforming elements, and you have to be so precise with picking up stacks or bombs and like putting them, in specific places to like really like get good combos and stuff. And it's like, I don't know, almost like Yoshi's Cookie if it wasn't so boring.
I had Yoshi's Cookie when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's like Yoshi's Cookie but harder.
Do with
almost.
I ate it.
What do with Yoshi's Cookie?
I ate that stuff.
And then there's like another game that's like Wario's Woods, but not as good, which is called Araiguma Rascal, where you're like a raccoon who's like sorting jars of jam, and it's
Araiguma is raccoon. I think.
Yeah, and it's like you can't climb the sides of the stacks, so it's like makes it a lot harder, and that's why I don't play it as much. The next game I'm going to talk about is a game that only came out in arcades, and this is like super obscure just because like I don't know who the fuck knows about this game, but it's called Aqua Rush, and it's
I don't know that one.
It's weird. It's like think about like Tetris, where like you're trying to get like lines almost. So there's like this kind of like there'll be like puzzle pieces kind of like going up to the top, and you're at the bottom, and you've got this bubble that can extend towards the top. Like almost like gel, like this Alex Mack type shit, and like
Alex Mack,
cool '90s kid reference over here.
Yeah, bro, you're with.
She could melt into liquid.
I'm looking at it now. It looks a lot like Tetris.
Yeah, but you're trying. You control 3 buttons, like a 3-button game, and then you use the joystick to like go side to side, and so you can control like whether it grows like this or like this or like this, and you're kind of trying to get down in between the grooves to like get these lines to kind of burst the puzzle shit. And it goes faster and faster, of course, the further you go along. And it's like really fun because it just challenges your brain to think in a different way and kind of like exercises a part of your brain that you might have never scratched before with a puzzle game. So, if you've got MAME or some kind of emulation setup, I definitely recommend looking into it.
All right.
Next one I'm going to talk about is a game that came out only for the Super Famicom, and it's called Piquiña. And it is like, you've got these kind of like Tetris type pieces, in threes or like whatever. So like it'll be like 3 boxes like falling down slowly, and you have to rotate them and organize them. So it's similar to Tetris in that way. But the pieces are made of like a penguin or an ice block or a penguin in an ice block and this weird little heart thing. And it's like the penguins match with other penguins, but a penguin won't match with a penguin who's in ice. And the penguins who are in ice can only be freed by matching up the ice blocks, but the ice blocks will only break if you put them in a line like Tetris.
How do you spell that? Yeah, exactly. How do you spell it?
Piquinya exclamation mark.
Gotcha.
Okay, I thought you said Kikinya with a K.
No, Piquiña. Yeah, it's like penguin themed. And it's crazy because it's like you match the penguins up, and if they're just in a blob, yeah, that's the one. If they're in a blob, they'll break away, but the cubes have to be done in like a line like Tetris. And then if you do really well, you unlock these like little UFO guys that will like come out and like help you out if you like use them to like clear lines and stuff. So it's like it's just a really fun like puzzle game. Just like the way the system is set up is like really, it's cute, it's well designed, well made, great time. And it's got a bunch of different game modes. Next one I'm going to talk about is, I'm sure that you guys are all familiar with Mr. Driller.
Yeah,
just by the name.
Mr. Driller the
That's
Killer.
what they called me in high school.
I mean, he's
because I fixed a lot of stuff.
he's supposed to be
because
like,
I had a drill set from IKEA and
Put up a lot of
very
shelves, if you know what I mean.
he was like he's Dig Dug's kid apparently in the Namco canon. He's Dig Dug's son, Mr. Driller.
Really, I did not know that.
Yeah. And the game I'm going to talk about is a game that only came out for the GameCube, I think, in Europe and in Japan, and never got an American release because we never get the cool shit. But it's called Mr. Driller World. It came out for GameCube, and the cool thing about it has like a shitload of game modes. So it's almost like you go, like the menu is like a theme park, and there's different levels you can go in, and they all, are kind of like Mr. Driller, which is like a kind of Tetris type game where you're drilling through like the blocks, and like different blocks have different colors and match up. So that's the one. And like if you drill, like the wrong block and like, give way to a block ahead of you, it can crush you, and you're trying not to get crushed the whole time. So they took that dynamic and like essentially made these 5 different mini game type alterations to it. So there's one, for example, that's like Tower of Druaga themed, which is kind of interesting. So you're like, drilling around, but you're looking for like keys and potions and shit, and you're like trying to fight these like dragons and shit like that. And then there's one that's like horror themed. You're like in a haunted house, and you're like having to wait until these like ghosts go into the block to like inject holy water into the block to kill all the ghosts and break the block. And then if the ghosts like zap you,
that's why it wasn't released in North America.
Why?
That's like the Devil World not being released in America. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Jared?
It's just too cool. Yeah,
it's too religious.
Like Americans are so fucking like.
You mentioned
sensitive about that shit. It's so dumb. They don't realize that we're all just dust and we're all gonna die and nothing is real. It's like,
I agree, dude. Devil World for NES had like you as a demon collecting crosses, and that was by Nintendo, by Miyamoto.
Well, it's because Japan views Christianity the same way we kind of view, Buddhism and a bunch of other religions, just like as a religion in a group of all other religions. They're all kind of like, who knows, whereas in America, they're like, it's the only one. It's the only one that's right. And it's like.
Yeah. I like this, what you got set up, Stefan. This is cool.
There's a screen share function on the left side, so we can show each other what we're talking about.
That's very cool.
So Jared, not to break the whole live thing,
Oh no! Ask me whatever question.
But anyway, if you use the screen share function,
echo?
There is an echo.
Yeah. Sorry, hold on, something's weird. But what I was going to say is maybe try that screen share function while you're talking and showing us the games that you're talking about. It might come up on the big screen, I think.
Oh, whoa, cool. Yeah,
that will be helpful.
I could look up a YouTube video of it.
And we could shoot the shit real quick while you do that.
Yeah, and we could, and you know, we can, as we're talking, it'll like jump back and forth, but I feel like the audience, as they're watching, they'll be able to have a more visual kind of like,
especially with retro game
reference.
footage.
Yeah,
that definitely makes sense.
That'll fucking get us fans, baby. All they want to see is those sweet pixels.
You know how to do it. It's if you wiggle your mouse around,
I'm trying to find like a good video of like the game, because there's like a bunch of like different. I mean, I'll just like, because I can't really find like a version of each different mode, so I'll just kind of.
That's okay. Just anything from that game.
Just anything.
Yeah. Just as you're talking about it, because then for audience people, it'll be like super engaging, I think. Not that we don't want to see your pretty face, but.
All right. Well, I'll move the list so that way it won't be giving away what's really going on.
What does that mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Actually, you know what I could do is like, because it gives me control of the screens, I could just put it on a different screen, and that way I can full screen it.
Holy shit!
You mean just him like typing and looking for stuff while.
Right,
he
like
finds it. You know,
he has the full list typed out on it.
He's found it.
Yeah, for next time, have like just some links prepared, and then as you're talking about each game, we'll have visuals of it.
Pro tips.
Yeah,
you see, Stefan's in the right. You're going in the right direction there.
I'm a fucking.
There we go.
Boom!
Right, so
oh my god!
Look at that.
This is Mr.
That's all I've ever wanted too. Now we can fucking show people the beauty of our interests.
But it's cool because it's like you've got this like game which kind of makes the whole, you know, blocks really tiny and just gives you a lot more to fuck with. And then there's like a space version that's got space themed shit and like weird gravity stuff. And then there's like this Indiana Jones version where you're running away from these, you know, rolling fucking rocks and like trying to find treasure and all that shit. It's like super cool. And it's cool because it's got great multiplayer modes, and Mr. Drill is just a wonderful puzzle game anyway. So if you've got Dolphin or you are into, you know, buying obscure games that are probably expensive and you want to spend money on it, I would say check it out if you're looking for something to play with your friends.
Dolphin is the GameCube and Wii emulator?
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one I'm going to talk about is a kind of like a classic puzzle game that's been released on like Wonder Swan, 3DS, and PSP.
Oh shit.
Let me see if I can find you a video of it. It's a great fucking game. It's got like a sick ass like, you know, techno or like house like soundtrack, and it's like really weird because you're like trying to get lines across, but like you can only really move the pieces up and down, but they connect in so many different ways, and it's got like this really dope kind of like LSD induced visuals going around in the background. And then like it's like when it turns yellow like that, you can still move stuff into it, so you can stack more stuff into the line and get combos that way.
And what's that one called?
It's called Gunpei, Gunpey.
Dope. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's like if you're just looking for some shit to kind of zone out, maybe smoke some weed and like just, you know, release some stress, dude. This is the game for you.
Like, right there.
You called it.
You called it, baby.
Coming over.
The next one I'm going to talk about is one that Andrew actually showed me, which is a very difficult puzzle platformer for the Super Nintendo. And it's one of those games that kind of like starts out easy. God, fuck off, YouTube.
Yeah.
It kind of like starts out easy and just gets really, really hard. You're like this weird kiwi guy, and you got to go around like sucking up different liquids and putting them into like blocks.
I've played this game. That shit's amazing.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm stuck, so like I haven't played it in a while, but it's just like such a simple concept that's like, I don't know, each different color block does a different thing that allows you to get to a different part of the level, and it's just like one of those games that, you know, kind of makes you use your brain in a different way than you're used to. It's like, fuck Sudoku, just play this game.
Yeah, I found this through my personal journeys through retro game land. I don't know when, but it really is a true hidden gem because this game came out, from what I've read, this game came out after the N64 was out.
Wow,
So
that's insane.
very late in the Super Nintendo. It's Super Famicom only. It was Japan only release. It was Satellaview. If you guys don't know what that is, that was like you could download the game onto this like early internet thing they had in Japan and onto this like
they've always been ahead of us, man.
Yeah, like this disc system or whatever. That was what the Satellaview was.
Cell phones. Ben had internet on video games, like
yeah, exactly. And so it didn't really. I don't even know how much recognition it got within Japan, but when I found it, I played it on an emulator. I thought it was great. It's one of the best. It's just so different, you know. It's one of the best puzzle games I've played. The Sute Hakun, it translates into something like it doesn't translate great. You would need to localize it in something totally different, but it means suck and blow boy.
No, you should keep that. That's a great name.
You don't say.
No,
maybe take away the boy part, but
they could not localize that shit. They could not. People would be expecting a very different game.
So Sute is suck, and then Haku is to blow or to throw up. Actually, sometimes to blow. So and the kun means like boy, yeah. Right? So it's Sute Hakun, and it's yeah, that's what it means.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the list is a really sick. You know, puzzle game that's like Bomberman themed, and everyone loves Bomberman. And it's crazy because it's like you know, it's like similar to Piquena with like, you know, like the kind of 3-part, you know, triads that you have to rotate around and organize the right way. But then it's like there's this thing where like the red bombs can be used to blow up all the bombs and unlock like power-ups which will fuck over the other person, and then like also giant bombs will come down sometimes which will allow you to just blow apart, you know, part of your board and, you know, get closer to victory. It's just kind of like it gets pretty hectic, but it's
is it a match? It's a match 3 puzzle game. Whatever you call that.
Oh yeah, match 3 for sure. Like where you have to match 3 or more, and then
I think that's the terminology. I've read some shit like that online before.
But it also allows you to do diagonals, which is something I really like. So yeah, interesting. Big bomb, like yeah, it's like a pretty fun, pretty simple game.
A lot of PSP games on the list here, I feel like.
You know what? This is the first one, and the next one is also going to be a PSP game. So get ready.
Oh yeah.
This one is actually started out as like a kind of homebrew game, and then From Software, which is the people that do Dark Souls, picked it up because they just like loved it for obvious reasons because it's like fucking amazing. God, this commercial. All right, Barbara.
Can you full screen?
Get out of here.
He has been doing that. He'll do it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, gotcha.
This game is fucking insane, man. You like, so you control these like, this quality is so shitty for some reason.
Can you play a little of the sound, like the volume low, really low? Try that.
There's another guy talking.
Oh, okay. Fuck that guy.
But it's
get like little music tidbits here and there.
I mean, I'll try and skip to like the actual gameplay. So essentially what happens is there's this whole level that you've got to get through, but you don't have enough time to clear every floor.
Crazy.
So these ninjas up in the top right corner, what you do is you use them to do stuff until you realize that you can't do anymore, and you can either let the time run out, or you can just kill yourself and you know, time travel back to like or use like the next ninja. So the next ninja, like you'll see your previous kind of playthrough kind of ghosting like behind that next ninja. So while you're the first ninja that you use to do all that platform shit, you kind of follow behind him with the second ninja, wait for him to like clear shit out of the way, and then go through the level and like, you know, do more shit that way. So the more complex the level, the more ninjas you use. And then it gets to this point where you're like having to fight a boss, and if the boss has like 90 hit points, you're sitting there like mashing on the button trying to get those points down. You kill yourself, bring another ninja in, have him follow all the other ninjas back to that boss, and then on his playthrough, the other ninja is killing that boss, so then you have like another ninja on it, and you kind of like, it's like juggling almost in this weird
I'm having a hard time. I know you're explaining it, but I still have a hard time understanding what's going on here.
So like this timer right here is going down.
Yeah.
And he's like waiting. He's waiting for the other ninja. You see that one right there to go hit the drum to move that platform across. So now he can go across because that dude's hitting the platform.
Okay.
And then he can like attack these guys for like the next ninja.
Next ninja ready.
Next ninja ready.
It's almost one of those games where like you would have to play it to really understand it, but it's like
it looks cool. I like it.
It's very, very like satisfying when you figure out how to properly do a level. And it's weird because it's like a time traveling action puzzler is what I would call it. You know, it's just like such one of those games where it's like the concept is just like, how the fuck did this guy think of this?
Yeah. Cool.
That's fucking sweet.
And the next one that I'm going to talk about is
Whoa, that's cool.
Oh yeah, that shit is fucking dope.
Is that a boss?
Yeah, it's a boss, and I like it because it like references, you know, like old ukiyo-e art and stuff.
It's directly from that.
Yeah, like I forgot like the artist who actually made that dude, but I see that skeleton a lot.
Yeah, that's an old artist, classical artist.
So this game's called Devil Dice.
I feel like you're going to get checked here online if people comment. I don't know how hidden this is.
No, yeah. I mean, this is necessarily like a gem, but I mean a hidden gem. But I feel like a lot of people don't know about Devil Dice, though.
Maybe people have forgotten about it. I remember reading.
I don't know about it.
All right,
I don't either. Jeez.
We're supposed to know about it? I had this game when I was a kid.
Yeah, but I feel like you were heavy into import gaming though.
This was an American release, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but like I feel like this is kind of like too weird of a game for like maybe like a lot of people's.
Yeah, this. I read EGM cover to cover every fucking month, so I was don't listen to me.
Yeah, like this game is like really strange, and you have to like get on these dice with these devils, and you walk the dice around to try and match. Like 5, you have to have 5 5s to get a match on 5s. You have to have 6 6s to get a match on 6s, but that's not where it ends. Like you can still add more to it. And then like once you match something, like it makes the dice disappear. And I think what you don't want is like for in one player mode, you don't want to kind of have your like board completely taken up by dice or you die. And then I think on 2-player mode, you can get crushed and you can like, it's like kind of like a score attack thing. But there was also a sequel that came out on PS2 called Bombastic.
There was a sequel to this fucking game?
Oh, there's like 3 sequels.
What?
Yeah, one of them came out on Wonder Swan.
Ooh, play the Shaggy video.
Came out on PSP.
Skip it.
Oh my god.
Don't listen to him, Jared. Stefan's the
so this is Bombastic. This is the PS2, like version of it. It's like
I'll be damned.
Obviously, like it's like way better. They like polished it, and it's like it looks really cool with like the cell shading and like the combos. If you see people who are good at this game, like this is an example. Like the kind of combos that they can fucking get. It's just like how do you do this?
I viewed this game as like a sister game to Intelligence Cube, like the two quirky, cube-based kind of. Puzzle games on the PS1.
Yeah, Intelligence Cube is kind of hard. Like, was hard for me to really get into. But, yeah, like this shit is like a great. If you can figure out how to play it, there's a learning curve, but it's a great time.
At least it's different. This is pretty different.
Did you had a gamble?
It is not Christian and is not allowed in certain houses for that reason.
Wait, your mom
only legal in Vegas.
Your mom would have made you not play it because it was dice.
Our parents weren't that Flandersy, but like I bet you there are some parents who like were like that. But yeah,
it does have devil in the name.
It does have devil and it does have gambling. So
were you barred from Mortal Kombat entirely?
I played it at friends' houses, and like we played. My dad was playing Quake for like half my childhood.
Yeah,
so
I remember Jeremy telling me that.
I feel like it wasn't the gore that they cared about. It was mostly like titties titties and demonic shit is what really made them not want to let us play shit.
Best things that there are.
That's
like
true.
I was watching. I remember this one time I was watching like the Spawn HBO special.
Oh, that's the devil right there.
And like my dad walked in and was like, "What are you guys watching?" And it like was more so because one of the characters had like a titty out than like anything else, and it's just like,
it's pretty, baby.
That's the worst thing in the world.
yeah, I'm just like, like you think I'm like sitting here like watching this for this like animated titty, like,
Come on,
I'm
mom.
here for Spawn.
that's
Bring
not,
that
like,
up on the screen.
I got
not the
12
case.
hustlers under my bed. I don't need this shit.
exactly
Bring
like,
those up on the screen.
huh?
Bring it.
Jesus. All right, what's the next game, Jared?
Those are all the games I have.
That's all you got.
All I got.
Hey, let's add a new segment. I just thought of this. Favorite game that Jared listed? Go, Joey.
The ninja one.
Maddie.
The ninja one.
Stefan.
Yeah, the ninja one. Because we only saw a couple. We didn't get to see the first couple, right? The
Yeah,
drilling one.
That's
Good.
true.
The drilling one is very fun. Oh, do you want me to show you like what
Yeah, let's do that.
Picanha
Mr.
looks
Driller
like?
looked cool.
I
Hey,
think
and-
that we found something. Thanks for figuring this out, Stefan Avery.
Yeah, and hey, Jared, if you can you make it so you see how when Andrew's talking or one of us is talking, we fill the entire screen?
Yeah, I don't know how to set that.
I think it
Yeah.
will be like that when it's actually out. Whenever he does full screen on his end.
I have
pretty
YouTube
sure.
open right now.
Talk,
And,
Jared.
Yeah, talk, Jared. Yeah, see,
Yo,
it's
yo,
just a
yo.
small square.
Yeah, still kind of small. Yeah.
Wait, do it.
Yeah, I
Talk
don't-
again. Talk again.
Yo, what's up? Is there like a way to set that setting?
There
It
must
might be okay
It
though.
must be. It's not though, because I'm watching YouTube right now. You know.
But he's also is it? I mean, not to get too technical, but he's playing retro games that are 4:3.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, yeah. I mean, it must just be because it's 4:3. Play an HD game. That might fill the whole screen. Maybe that's exactly what it is. It's
I mean, but
resizing.
like the thing, it is full screened though. Like it's
No,
supposed
I
to
know.
be
It's. I
off
think maybe because you're playing a 4:3
Oh
aspect
yeah,
ratio.
yeah.
That's
I
why
don't
it's
think
doing
any of
that.
these games were like released in HD.
Yeah, yeah. So I think if
changed
you,
I changed my answer. I like the Pingle game. It looks fun.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty fun. Like,
yeah. So I think if we had
Driller looks cool too.
HD footage, it would probably show up.
As long as it's not warped or anything, that's.
Well, I mean,
okay.
if he goes out and searches, it's still going to stay 4:3.
Right. I
You
think
know?
I think Google Hangouts is just reading the aspect ratio as 4:3. If we're say for instance we watched the Shaggy video,
Yeah,
which I guarantee you was in 16:9, I think
For sure.
that would fill the screen. You know what I mean? So
oh yeah, that's the thing I didn't even tell you about Aquarush. It's like you pretty much have to edit your Tetris
that looked like a dick.
before you drop it.
Let's see some footage. Jared, keep talking, please.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, it's like you kind of have to. That's the one thing I didn't explain. It's like it's almost like Tetris if you were making your own Tetris piece as
Oh, wow.
your
Ah.
That disturbs me a little bit. I don't
I
know.
get the
That-
Alex Mack reference now.
Okay,
yeah,
that
Alex
makes
Mack,
sense, yeah.
Dix, whatever, you know,
That's okay.
whatever helps you sleep at night is probably right.
This is really weird to me. Turn it off.
Why does that bother you so much?
I
That's
don't
weird.
know. It's like it's all like
It's weird that bothers
morphing
you.
up in there and stuff. It feels like the pieces that it's taking the space of. It's violating all that. Ugh.
It's unnatural.
The fact that it's going up, is that what it is?
No, that it like the little blob morphs and inserts itself into things. It's just disturbs me a little bit.
You're weird, man.
You're fucking weird.
So you're saying that this is the most non-consensual puzzle game that you've ever.
That's what I'm trying to say. This is not. It's just visually rapey.
That's the
'cause of the way
Kotaku
that
headline.
Just the little blob, just like I'm gonna be this way now.
I feel like, yeah,
If you get away, I'll be this way now.
I feel like if you've got some weird kind of hentai tentacle rape things going on in your mind, this definitely,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know.
can
And
fit
yeah,
that.
it doesn't even really register as anything sexual in nature. Just like the visual here is just really freaking me out.
It's actually like a very.
Anyway, it looks fun.
It's like it gets your heart rate going because it's kind of hard to like be fast enough to like make the right shape piece, you know, to like.
This is crazy. I do want to play this.
Dude,
I have
you'll-
MAME.
You'll definitely enjoy it.
There's so many undiscovered hidden gems still, I think, because MAME had so many.
Yeah.
You know,
all right.
Turn the
Wario.
music. What does the music sound like?
Oh, I didn't.
I wish we can get that going. That would be cool.
We probably could just unmute it and keep it really low for a minute. You can probably talk and get that audio.
The music is. I mean, the music's just like industrial techno type.
I'm
shit.
just saying, try it.
Just for quality of this video that we're making now.
Yeah.
Oh, I already switched to Wario, but
Let's hear.
No,
it.
that's okay. That's like all I'm saying.
just
is
want to see the
unmute
technical
it for a second.
oh, you're saying you want to see if you can hear the Wario sound?
Yes. We can.
Yes. See this? See, now we have audio reference for the audience as well. This is good.
This game is very, very difficult.
So yeah, turn it up. You can probably turn it up
a
all the
little
way.
bit. See if we can get a little background to like music.
This is kind of awesome.
It's fucking beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, if you want to
YouTube,
if you want to break your controller, I would say this is a game.
That's the game, huh?
Definitely one of them. Like,
I'd say that Ninja game would make me break my controller.
Really, I feel like that one you almost feel like this one you like know what you're doing wrong. That one you feel like you're learning the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like
but it's just like Dark Souls. Like I know I'm learning, but I hate it.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I don't like not winning. Like, I feel that.
Or it'll be something where I forget to do something, and it's like, oh, if I now gotta use one of my ninjas to do this thing. God damn it!
Everybody's favorite puzzle game of all time.
What happened to the music?
Go, Jared.
Favorite puzzle game of all time?
If you have one.
Ooh. I mean, currently I'm feeling Wario's Woods, to be honest.
Really? Like that much?
Wow. Fuck with this game. So, like, that's the only reason I downloaded this emulator on my phone is so I could try and play this on, like, the train and stuff.
All right.
Like, it's like, it's fun. Like, both versions are very fun. The Nintendo and Super Nintendo version of it are both great.
All right, Joey. Jesse's, like, checked out for a second.
With my favorite puzzle game?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I tend to don't, I tend to not play puzzle games. So I can't rightly say.
All right, Maddie.
I really enjoy if Intelligence Cube counts. I liked it, but I was not very good at it, and I wish I could replay it.
My mom wanted me to get that game so bad.
But I'm old school, so Tetris was played in my household a lot. Me and my mom would play each other to see who could get high scores, like on trips to like Florida and stuff. So I love Tetris. And then the Portal games are amazing, but also very frustrating.
Technically puzzle, yes, you're right, yes.
So those would be mine. I'm just like looking through a list of stuff.
Did you ever play Tetrisphere?
Yes.
That game's incredible.
What is that?
I forgot.
N64.
Fear?
Tetrisphere, yeah, damn, I should have put that on the list.
Oh, Tetrisphere, yeah.
I thought it was like not obscure enough.
Wait, Stefan.
I know what you're talking about. I never played
it. Stefan, you got a top puzzle game of all time?
Puzzle Fighter.
That's mine. I'm going to combine mine with yours because that was my answer.
Dr. Mario.
No, I like it. But
Dr. Mario too.
Yeah, I never played Dr. Mario.
Puzzle Fighter's fun, but I can't figure out how to be good at it.
Dude, Puzzle Fighter. So, Jared, we used to go over to Israel's place, either at his place in, what was that island, Tybee or some shit? Or near Tybee? Near wherever the fuck he was living for a while. We go over there, and at that time, we were in college, and I hadn't played Puzzle Fighter in years, and we played it again. I was like, man, this game fucking rules. And now I have it on my phone, or I did.
Yeah, that one got discontinued, right?
Discontinued, yes.
Isn't that fucked up? I had it too.
Just a Street Fighter visuals mixed with like the gyms look good, and you can build a big ass gym and crash it. And it was just, I don't know, man.
Have you played great. Super Gym Fighter, where they took those sprites and made a fighting game out of it?
Yes, I did play that. I had that on PS1 back in the day. It was okay.
Yeah, it's a little fun party fighter to play.
Yeah,
I got one.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a minute, but I did enjoy. You guys mentioned Portal and of course Tetris. I played those, but Monument Valley and Monument Valley 2, which are on the iPad, I know, or at least iOS store, Apple Store. Those are really fun. They're beautiful looking. Music's great. So I like those.
I also have to say, I for a year played Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest, which was a lot of fun because I love Magic the Gathering.
That's awesome.
But it included puzzle stuff, but you still had to like know which good cards you had. But to like use them, you had to like solve puzzles, and it was sick. I actually might download it right now because it's still available.
The room games are pretty good on iOS and your phone and iPad and stuff.
Oh, those are good. I did like.
Yeah, those are fun.
Game.
They're a bit tough, but
I love how close 7 is to the camera.
You're like, oh man, I love those.
Oh, I had no
games. They're
love
so
those
cool.
Is there no love for swirls on the Dreamcast?
Swirls. I don't know
I
that
never
one.
had a dream.
Will you please pull that up, Jared?
It's actually
Yeah.
I was joking. It's actually
Pull it
a terrible game.
Oh.
But let's do that anyway. You already
It
brought it
wasn't.
up.
It was a joke.
You're the YouTube gatekeeper now.
Yo, I'm just thinking how much better. Oh, Sega Swirl.
Sega Swirl.
I'm thinking how much better the first couple podcasts would have been with this video thing on these lists.
Well, we're just we're doing it different now. The whole live, the possibilities are endless.
We're just now figuring it out, y'all.
You know, yeah, this is like these first few Superhouse Live episodes are going to be a little, technically speaking, rough.
We're you fucking look like a dork, man.
This camera is like too much, man. Having too much fun with it.
It's good. This is a good evolution of Superhouse. I like it.
It'll be good. People, this is what Superhouse is, right? You just come hang out and talk about movies and shit. And people can see our cool shit that we have.
Yeah, honestly, like this game looks like Bejeweled, but for like the Dreamcast.
Okay,
Throw it
let's
up
see
on
it.
the screen.
Yeah, it looks not that cool.
The
wow.
visuals suck.
Yeah, the visuals suck. The gameplay sucks. I was making a joke because it's a terrible game.
Oh, okay.
But people like Choo Choo
that
Rocket,
snake.
That looks like a first gen iOS game.
right? God,
Where it's like,
so
look
bad.
at you can touch your screen and
It's on MS DOS floppy disk, man.
So terrible.
There's one called Jared. There was one on PSP I played back in the day that was Japanese only, I think, but it was like the title translated was like, for a hero you're pretty worthless, or some weird title like that.
Okay.
It had a Dig Dug look to it, sort of, but a little bit more like darker. Ah, fuck!
Yeah.
I need to screen share this shit. I think.
Yeah.
You guys don't consider like you wouldn't consider Pac-Man a puzzle game, would you?
Yeah, it's
I would.
possible.
You would? Because of
Yeah.
the maze aspect of it. Well, then
Kind of.
take a look at this game, dude.
I don't know. It's a good question, man.
This game is fucking sick. This is like imagine Pac-Man with like monster trucks and like a spy hunter car.
Ooh, Spy Hunter. Whatever happened to the Rock Spy Hunter movie? Nobody's talking about that anymore.
Are they making that? Hey, you got a dog.
That was like a this is Rabbit. She cool. Look at how cool she is. Oh my god.
Fucking YouTube, man.
Yeah, I think back around, I don't know. I think I saw it in EGM somewhere. No, I don't know what it was. Probably, it was a while back. It was years back. Whoa.
I don't know what happened. I'm figuring
Yeah,
this
the
out.
infinity screen. Don't do this. Yeah, the screen with your video feed is gonna go infinite.
Application.
So what you want to do
window.
is yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this game's called Fastlane, and it's like a Pac-Man clone,
that looks awesome.
where like you've got these monster trucks chasing you, and you can
I
do
don't know
spy
how to do
hunter
this.
shit. And then like all the power-ups are these like 80s roller skate babes.
Andrew,
Like,
you wanna pick the one that's your screen, not your video.
Is this it? Is it doing it? Whoa.
No, you want to pick. Do you get two options? You should have one option that says your entire screen, or one option that says. Are you doing a dual monitor setup right
I think
now?
it has because I have spaces set up too, so it's like
I don't know what that is, man.
on Mac.
It's your
I have-
entire screen or application window are the two
Yeah,
choices.
you want entire screen. That's what you want, not application
Okay,
window.
I'm sharing. Is it working?
Yes, but
Yeah.
you got to move the Hangouts away because that video feed is going to create a feedback loop, and we're going to time travel out of this bitch.
How about that? Time travel. All right, can you see this?
There you
Yes.
go.
All right, skip this. This was
Sorry, I'm being annoying.
for a hero you're worthless or something like that.
oh, I feel like I recognize this for some reason.
This was a weird game, man, but it was pretty good.
So it's like Dig Dug on crack.
Kind of, yeah. It was like a tower defense too, because you would do this and then you would encounter
Whoa,
some
weird.
enemies, but like then they would kind of come in later too, and you had to like build a defense or something. This game was weird, but it was cool. Yusha no Kuseni Namaikida, which is
Namaiki.
yeah. Anyway,
Yusha no kusi ni namaiki da.
Hey, check out this Pac-Man clone.
I can't wait.
It's like
Stop
Yeah, that one
by.
looks cool.
yeah, it's like you're the Spy Hunter car, and all the 80s roller skate babes are like power-ups essentially, and then
That's awesome.
you're like trying to escape these monster truck dudes, and you can like jump or shoot, or just run right through them. And then there's another Pac-Man clone called Gaga Ganchan.
Gaga Ganchan.
Say gaga gaga.
You
You sound Korean.
You sound
Korean.
Korean.
Yeah,
I got soul.
this Pac-Man clone is kind of like, it's weird because you're like this kind of weird little dude, and you're picking up these different guys, but like based on what order you get them in to take them back to this portal to pretty much take them home, like Mappy style, you get like different powers. So if you got four, like say you got 4 blue faces into the portal, you would get like a shield, or if you got 4 yellow faces, you would turn into a car, or if you got
What system was this?
this was on Super Famicom,
Ah, okay.
and I think it might have also come out in arcades. And then like if you get one of each, you get like some crazy super power up that I forgot what it is. And there's these like weird like Moai head sumo guys that are chasing you around trying to like fuck up your shit the whole time.
Fuck up your shit.
And it's like really fucking hard, this game.
Are you on a circuit board?
A lot of fun. Well, I mean the levels change. There's like a beach level, and like okay, like that's what it is. You have to get these 4 keys to unlock the portal, and like you get the keys by putting that many. Like there's a certain amount of dudes you have to put in the portal for the key to show up and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Pretty cool.
it's an interesting game.
Is that pretty much it for the for this here ep of Puzzle Mania?
Yeah, I think there's
yeah.
a long list, and
And remember to
Maybe
turn
if
the
you-
sound on.
maybe if you weren't into puzzle games, maybe now you could have kind of like an area to shoot for if you want to try some out.
For a final summary, can you just run through the whole list again real quick?
All right, I added 2 to the list because I didn't realize they could be on there. The first one is Wario's Woods for Nintendo and Super Nintendo. There's an honorable mention of Araiguma Rascal, which is a lesser version of that for Super Famicom. Aqua Rush for arcade, MAME. Piquinya, Pikiinya ! Is the Penguin 3 matching game for Super Famicom. Mr. Driller and Driller Land is the one for GameCube. And Gunpei is the name of like the weird trippy line matching puzzler with the cool house music. Sute Hakun is Sucky Blowboy for
Number 1, baby, number 1.
Suketahun.
for Super Famicom, and then Panic Bomber is the Bomberman themed triple matching game for PSP, and the time traveling ninja game by From Software for the PSP is called Onore no Shinzuru Michi wo Yuke, which is a very long
Pretty
title. And
Walk
then
the path that I believe.
oh, that's dope.
Don't know why, but
And then, like, I talked about Devil Dice, which is the PS1 version, but it got a sequel on PS2 called Bombastic, which is just better in every way. And then these 2 Pac-Man clones that I was just talking about are Fast Lane for arcade and Gan for arcade and Super Famicom.
nice, bro. Well, this has been another Superhouse Live. Thanks for checking us out, man. I love the lists. This is some of my favorite stuff is to hear Jared's retro list. So if you're in Southern California area this weekend, I think, Jared, are you coming to SoCal Retro Gaming?
I mean, if I had the money, I would, but it's like
You don't currently?
I don't currently, and also like I wish that they were like. There's so many more interesting Neo Geo games that they could be doing a tournament of than just King of Fighters.
But there's a whole. Well, we'll have to talk about this later. But there's a whole convention of retro gaming. You know. So.
Oh yeah. That actually sounds like it would be dope to check out. But yeah, it's like the $25 price tag on that. It's
right.
Like it's when you're like waiting to get paid, but you're like a week out from it, or like you're a week out from that paycheck, and you're like,
You're not exactly liquid right now.
Not liquid. Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Joey, you coming to that?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. Well, hopefully, Joey and I will be there on Sunday. So catch us there. Please let us know if you watch this video. And that's it. I'm signing out. You guys can.
I got something to share.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, baby. Look at that, baby. Sing if you know the words, folks.
If you want to know about that retro game,
we're heading on out. Mr. Lover.
That's in the little Tokyo Mall.
Mr. Lover.
Yeah, I'm going to go check it out for sure.
It's called Retro Game Camp.
Maddie, say bye so we can get out of this.
Bye. Fantastic.